Now, John is here with a healthy yet hearty Monday night dish. I've got a wooden spoon. I'm going to knife you.
I was going to say, what sort of pot?
Arise, Sir John.
Well, thank you. I like it.
There you are.
But what
and
sort of party
damage.
do you go to where there's a sword available? Only the royals.
Only the royals.
Only the royals.
Drink may have been taken, I think. Right, now.
So, hearty and meat-free, that's exactly what this is. It's going to be a gorgeous tagine. But first, it's all about the cauliflower as well. Because 2015, 2016, the cauliflower had this great revival, and it's so popular now. And people use it as a meat alternative. You know, I sort of like that about it, but I do like it for its own virtues. So I'll come on to the cauliflower in a second. The first thing I'm going to talk about is how to prep the tagine.
Right.
So in here I've got my onions and my carrots slowly cooking down. Always just cook them slowly. I always harp on about this, you know, I just stand here going on about the same old stuff time and time again. But cook your onions and your carrots down lovely and slow. Get them soft, get the flavours out, the caramelisation. That'll start off the actual flavour profile of this. I'm going to add to that then a good squeeze of tomato puree and then my spices. So look at this gorgeous thing. Oh, our girl Tilly, who does all the prep for us here.
That's beautiful.
Look how much effort she puts. She's so lovely. I'm going to put some cinnamon in there. Yeah. Some coriander.
Yeah.
I'll lose my spoons. A bit of paprika. You could use smoked, but I prefer plain in the actual tagine itself. Some cumin. So coriander and cumin are the main two, sort of the holy, well, not trinity because it's only two, but the best couple for a tagine.
Gotcha.
And then some allspice, which is actually a berry. It comes off like a sort of tree, a berry tree. Yeah. It's gorgeous. Oh. So it gives that sort of haunting tagine flavour.
Lovely.
So in with the spices and stir those around. The key is here to cook your spices out for a good minute. Obviously, we don't have time to do that, but give them a stir over the heat for a good minute, get the flavours going, and then you can add the currants, which most people have got lurking at the bottom of the... You know, is it flies? Is it currants? I don't know. But most, you know...
Hopefully it's currants. This is not I'm a Celebrity. Thank you very much.
Oh, gosh. I couldn't do that, could you?
Neither could I. Not in a million years.
I think it's minging.
Horrible.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
But in with the currants. But if you don't have currants, use raisins or golden sultanas, whatever. And then I'm going to add to that as well. I've been lurking through my... I've been rifling through my grandma's drinks cabinet. I've got some sherry here, which this time of year, it's in abundance everywhere. Sure. Make sure it's sweet. And actually, you might sort of think, oh, sherry, but actually it's very sort of Moorish, Moroccan, Spanish. So
makes sense.
A great flavour profile there. In with the sherry, and again, boil that off, let it bubble away until it's completely evaporated, and it'll leave behind its lovely flavour. And then onto the lentils, 50p a can.
It's not bad,
If you were to use the same amount of mincemeat in this, it'd be about £8–9 quid.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's saving the pennies.
Much, much cheaper.
So you can get your Christmas shopping done, you know, save some money. But also, I love lentils. You know, they've had sort of a hippie, studenty kind of rep for years and years and years, but actually they're so tasty.
Really
if you treat them right, they're so good for you as well. So I love the lentils. Now, this isn't actually a tagine. I'm going to throw some chicken stock in there as well. Get that bubbling up. This isn't actually a tagine. I've lied to you all.
Have you?
I've completely sold you a pup because a tagine is a reference to this pot. It's not a mother-in-law's hat. It's a tagine, it's a pot. So what this does is this actually steams the food, so you don't need as much liquid as I've just put in there.
Oh, I see.
Because it steams up and then comes down.
Right.
So you don't need... So it's not a tagine. But not everyone's got one of these. So it's a stew, pretended, dressed up as a tagine. Right. For the cauliflower, I've got the cauliflower. I've just chopped it into little florets. I'm going to drizzle that with olive oil, plenty of olive oil on there, little pinch of salt and pepper, and then some smoked paprika. So I'll use the smoked paprika in this one here. Not too much, because it can be a bit sort of barbecue-y, a bit intense.
It gets a bit earthy, doesn't it?
A bit earthy, exactly. But just toss that together, and that just goes in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, just until it's really quite charred.
I like things like that.
You want that charred, because it sort of caramelises again, it gives a great flavour, and it's so healthy. So I'm just going to plate some up for you now.
That looks really good. So what are you serving it with?
It's so simple.
Just with couscous?
With a bit of couscous. You can serve it with rice, or you can just serve it with flatbreads, or you can just have it, you know, on its own. Do you know what? I'm trying to fork the couscous on, but it's just not going on.
It's fine. That looks really lovely.
What you need to do is make sure you cook this down for a good 45 minutes and look at how different it is. It goes really thick and juicy. Yeah. Season it at the end with this, because chicken stock, when you reduce it, it can be a bit salty. So season it at the end once you've tasted it. What I serve it with here is some onion, red onion, just soaked in sherry vinegar. Just macerate, because it helps to cut through. So I do use my hands at home, but I can't give Lorraine Kelly fingered onion, can I, with my hands? Fine. And you can put some some mint and some yoghurt on there as well. But it's just really hearty, really healthy.
That's great.
This is the kind of grub you want when you get home from work, isn't it? You know, if you've had a really...
That is really good. And you just put the cauliflower in there, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I forgot to give you some cauliflower.
No, don't think I didn't notice.
Take a forkful of cauliflower. After all that hype about the cauliflower, I forgot to use it. But you just put half in the tagine, stir it through, and then half on top. And it's just, it goes quite nutty, the cauliflower, doesn't it?
If you're a veggie, this is just great. And if you're not, it's really good too.
Well, I can eat it, and I like a lot of steaks, you know.
Beautiful.
I'm a Lancashire lad.
So nice. Give this a go and send us a photo if you do.